Quazi here, and in this video, I want to share with you how you can use global metaphors to help you shift to positive lifelines where your desired goal actually exists. Before I begin this video, I want to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free, just comment Life Mastery down below. It's around $12 on Amazon, but you can get this for completely free in the ebook format if you just comment Life Mastery. And at the end of the week, we're going to pick one lucky winner to get this book completely free. And also keep an eye out for tomorrow on Friday. We're going to be announcing the winner in the community posts, which looks like sort of a Facebook status update, but for YouTube. So there's a community post, you'll probably see it pop up on your home screen to announce the winner. Also, I'm super excited to announce that even though we're fully booked for the Reality Mastery program in July, we're opening up for August, so we'll be taking the free consults. So if you want to know how to get a free one-to-one consult, wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. I just got flip chart markers, that's why everything is looking so nice. So with that, let's get started with this video. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you about the concept of global metaphors. And you might be wondering, what does this mean? And maybe this is just a fancy term to you, but essentially, if you are a big fan of reality transurfing and you've been looking at, transurfing works of Vadim Zeland for a while, you'll know a concept called the reality mirror amalgam. But if you're not familiar with that, I'm going to explain it to you in just a brief detail, but you can click up here to check out a video on reality amalgams. But it's generally a worldview that you develop, and as a result of developing this sort of worldview, your lifeline corresponds to that sector, that positive sector or positive attention, whatever attention you put. So you see how pessimists always get what they don't want and optimists get what they do want. This is because pessimists are always like, oh, life never goes my way, life is a chore, etc., etc. So they shift to corresponding negative lifelines that don't really benefit them. And they are a master at manifesting things that they actually are resisting really hard. Now, with that understanding, we have to know before we begin that our thought energy, whatever we think of, whatever thoughts are predominantly in our heads, in our minds, they lead us to certain lifelines. So if we give positive attention to these thoughts, if these thoughts are generally positive and they're directed in a positive manner, it's going to help us shift to positive lifelines. If you keep your mind healthy, then your body will be healthy too. This is the mind-body connection. But even more than that, your whole reality will be healthy. So this whole psyche is controlled by the thought, the feeling, the belief. All of these things influence your whole being and in turn your reality as well. So that is the power of thoughts in helping you shift to either a positive lifeline or a negative lifeline that doesn't contain the desired event that you want. In every single event that you approach in life, there's always going to be a pre-event attitude or a pre-event meaning that you have, and after the event you give another meaning to it. So through giving meanings to different events in our lives, we are actually creating this shift in lifelines. So to give you an example, when I was younger, before a presentation, I would get really nervous. And pre-presentation, the pre-event meaning for me was, oh no, this is so scary. What if I fail? What if I fail? Focusing on thoughts of failure, failure, failure. Not on what if I succeed? What if I succeed? Or it'll be awesome to succeed. It will be awesome to really crush this and do really well. But rather I was resisting this failure. So most of my thoughts were negative and focusing on failure. And what do you think happened? I went up there and I took really long pauses and eventually embarrassed myself. And I kept wondering, why is this happening? Why am I so bad at this? So more of why am I so bad at this? Asking myself all the wrong questions, not how can I improve? How can I get better? But once I started asking the right questions, I slowly came to this realization. But after reading Tony Robbins' book, I think it's called Awaken the Giant Within, I got this understanding of global metaphors and how they actually influence the events that unfold, the preceding events that actually unfold in your life as a result of you shifting to a lifeline that's predominantly positive. So a pre-event meaning for me was, oh no, my presentation, what if I bomb this? What if I do really terribly on this? And as a result, that's the lifeline I shifted to, and that's exactly what ended up happening. However, even events that have occurred in your life right now, even traumatic events that have occurred, if you attach a positive meaning to it, preceding events in your life will become positive. So to give you an example of that, I've had lots of friends who were bullied in school, and as a result, they grew up to be socially awkward, and they just weren't the people that they wanted to be. But I also got bullied a lot, but I chose to perceive that in a different way. So I saw it as, wow, thank God I got bullied, because of that, I've turned into the person that I am today, and I'm doing all of this stuff, and I'm able to communicate with people better, and also know that I need to work on my social skills more and more every single day as a result of being that awkward person. So in understanding that, now I have put a positive meaning to that previous event that's happened in my life, and as a result, the succeeding events that occur, I'm shifting to a positive lifeline through the attachment of that positive meaning. Now, to really give you an example of that, 2 women turn 70 years old, and one woman says, oh, my life is over. Might as well collect my things, time to go. And she lives the rest of her life in complete dread and regret, and eventually just dies miserable. Another woman, the second woman, turns 70. She says, wow, my life just began. Time for adventures for the last few years of my life. She goes on to climb the highest peaks, climbs Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro, and really achieves great feats. So this goes to show to you that it doesn't matter what the event is. The event is neutral. It matters what meaning you give to this event in your life. As a result of attaching a meaning to a particular event in your life will unfold in a particular way. The future events will unfold in a particular way. The thoughts that you're thinking now are influencing the events that are unfolding later. You will see how this is happening. This is the very concept of karma. The thoughts and the life you're living right now is influencing the life you might live next, or the things that happen in the future for you, even in this lifetime, things that happen in the future for you. Things that have happened in the past are influencing how your life is right now. So as you keep doing this more and more, you will see that life just gets easier and easier. So transurfing, law of attraction, positive thinking, if you keep practicing this more and more, you will see eventually your life will just by itself completely become more and more positive as you keep shifting to those positive lifelines and you keep staying there. But again, this is all a matter of living more and more consciously every single day. So make sure you do that. You consciously choose your thoughts rather than looking at your reality for, what you should think. Most people are reactive to external circumstances, and they're not creating their reality from within, but from rather without. They're letting external events influence how they feel in their internal world. So make sure you're not doing that. You're creating your reality from within. So as within, so without. Not as without, so within. So the essence of this global metaphor is basically developing a general world view. So now ask yourself, what is your general world view? How do you view life in general? And I saw that every single day when I was doing things that I hated, and I was in general a funk for a very long period of my life, I was viewing every single day as a chore. Every single morning I woke up like, another day, this is a chore, gotta go to school, do this, do that, every single day, same shit, different day. It feels like Groundhog Day every day. So that was my general worldview. And you will see, if you develop a general worldview, your pre-event meaning starts to correspond with that. So before you go into a big presentation, you're like, oh no, my life sucks. Life is a chore. Why do I have to do this? This event is probably going to suck as well. So this general worldview shapes those little individual events that are occurring in your life in that way. So you're giving that negative charge to that event there. But this event is inherently neutral. It doesn't have a charge to it. But you are attributing this charge. And as a result of you attributing this charge, you're propagating this ideology every single day. You'll see that even people, when you ask them, hey, how are you doing today? It's like, just hanging in there, barely getting by, ho. And I've always wondered why people do this. But at one point, I just gave into it. I was like, maybe this is just a thing to do. Because I was living unconsciously. As a result of living unconsciously, I was just giving into this general, what people do as they do kind of mindset. And as a result, I was influencing my thoughts by what external events were occurring. I wasn't creating reality from within. I was letting the external create my reality. Do you see what's going on? if you surround yourself with a particular kind of people, eventually you will fall unconscious. So it's really important to surround yourself with people that energize you and help you move forward and are like-minded, and you share common goals and also big ambitious goals. And I saw that after I started surrounding myself with mentors and people who have things that I already want, people who are really at a high level, I started progressing myself. It's all about the energy field you surround yourself with. And if you start to fall unconscious, you will give in eventually to these energy fields. So why not give it into energy fields that help you when you're unconscious? See what I mean? So now, in understanding this general worldview, I ask you now to develop your own general worldview. So what are you going to do? What are you going to have a general view of life? So personally for me, life is a game. I love using that because it makes every single day exciting. Every single day is a new day. Every single day is a day for me to experiment and try out something new in this game and progress more and more. And as you start doing that, you'll see that the importance level and the meaning that you attach, the identification you have to certain events, it falls. So now, if my life is a game, then this presentation that I'm about to go into, it's exciting. It's another way to gain experience and expand my comfort zone. Do you see what I mean? Do you see the shift that's going on there? It's like, oh no, this defines who I am. I'm going to be a loser if I fail at this. But if I have a worldview of life is a game, then it's just, oh, this is an exciting opportunity for me to expand my comfort zone. So there are two clear distinctions between these two attitudes. And as a result of that, your thought energy corresponds to certain lifelines. And you will see the future events that unfold will correspond to this exact meaning. You either place positive attention or negative attention on a particular event. And as a result of that, things unfold in that manner. So with that, I hope this video made sense. And just to recap, understand that the global metaphor is a general worldview. Like, how do you view your life every single day? What sort of things are you saying to yourself on a day-to-day basis? Become very, very conscious of that. And remember that your thought energy directly corresponds and causes this shift in lifelines. There is no such thing as creating reality. It's just about choosing a particular lifeline that already exists. Because of the nature of reality and, in this quantum physics paradigm, everything that you already want exists in a parallel lifeline, and you can just shift into it by corresponding your thought energy, your action energy, your belief energy, your emotion energy. All of these things, if it's aligned in the right place, you'll shift very, very powerfully to a certain lifeline. Now, understand that there are two sorts of meanings to events, and if you have been attributing a negative meaning to an event that's occurred in the past, then you can easily change that because that's a post-event meaning. But make sure that before you even go into an event, you have a sort of good attitude and you sort of you show yourself that this could be a good opportunity for growth. But again, this pre-event meaning also comes from your global metaphor or your general worldview. If you begin to say to yourself, life is a game, then the events within it become a game as well, and they become an opportunity to experience more and more of life. You'll start to do things that are uncomfortable more and more because it'll be like, well, it's a chance for me to expand my experience and really just fulfill myself more and more by experiencing more and more of life. So you'll want to do things that are uncomfortable to you, and as a result, you will expand your comfort zone. So ask yourself this, what is your general worldview right now? Is it life is a game, or is it life is a chore? And if you start to consciously create your general worldview and start to correspond every single pre-event meaning and post-event meaning to this general worldview, you will see that within a few short months, your life will good things are just going to keep happening to you for no reason. It's going to seem like for no apparent reason, good things just happen. Thank you for watching this video. I sincerely hope this helped. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, also subscribe and hit the bell or else you won't be notified of any new video that I put out. Also, I'm growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff. And also, we have a great community of great members. Just make sure you take advantage of this energy field to really help you accelerate your progress towards your goals. Click on the link in the description below to join the Facebook group, and I hope I see you there. And also, as I mentioned, the Reality Mastery Program is open for enrollment in August, so make sure you sign up for your free one-to-one consult to see if we'll be a good fit to work together. But if you don't know what the Reality Mastery Program is, It's essentially the most powerful paradigm of manifestation, because I saw that in my personal life, it didn't matter what technique I practiced or what I did, what I tried to have, but rather what I became. As a result of becoming a certain version of Quazi, I experienced that reality. I shifted myself to that lifeline through my thought energy, through my beingness, complete beingness. Not just thought energy, but complete beingness in my, in my reality just completely shifted as a result of that. So to give you an example, when I became the attractive version of Quazi, I attracted my dream partner into my life. When I became the entrepreneur version of Quazi, I was able to quit my 9-to-5 and take my passion full time. When I became the fit version of Quazi, the athletic version of Quazi, I got my dream physique. And all of these things were possible because of who I became. Not what I did, not what I wanted to have, not what I visualized, but really aligning this whole system into place. And I know that it's possible for you as well, because I'm helping my clients do this in their personal lives every single day. So if you're interested, make sure you sign up for the free one-to-one consult down below while it's still available. And we're filling up fast, so make sure you take advantage of this, and I hope I see you there. Till next time, peace.